Hello, everyone. So today we will start with our second lesson in this unit, Unit 5, the second poem by the same poet, Edgar Allan Poe. It's called Annabel Lee. In addition to the terms that we took last time, I want you to add these terms into your dictionary. We already differentiate between the figurative language and the literal language, and we said that figurative language, it's the meaning, it's the language in which the meaning is beyond the written words. There is another term that you need to be familiar with, which is the hyperbole. It means the over-exaggeration to create humor or emphasize a point. So, for example, when you say, it's a million degree in here. So, first of all, it's impossible to have a million degree in any weather in the world. And it's exaggeration to say that it's really hot in here or in this place. So let's start analyzing this beautiful, very beautiful poem. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. This is the first stanza. Okay, write this as a note. Stanza is, a paragraph within the poem. So if you have a look on the poem in your book, you're going to see that it's separated as paragraphs. Each paragraph, we call it a stanza. So this is the first stanza. It says that many years ago, there was a kingdom by the sea. In this kingdom lived a young woman called Annabel Lee. And according to the persona or the speaker of this poem, they have this love relationship between them. Okay, so she is his lover and he is her lover. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love. I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that winged surface of heaven coveted her and me. They were both children, but their love went well beyond what love can normally be. It was beyond the normal love that we know. In fact, this love was so special that the angels of heaven were very jealous of it. So, what do you think when the angels got really jealous? What did they do to these two beautiful lovers? Let's see. And this was the reason that long ago in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. Okay, for that reason, back then, Annabel Lee was killed by the wind from a cloud. So she had this fever because of the wind. She was taken away by the people. He don't know the persona. He doesn't know whether they are her family members or the angels. Okay, and they enclosed her in a tomb within the same kingdom. The angels not half so happy in heaven when envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason. All the men know in this kingdom by the sea that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. Retrospectively, the speaker believes that the angels, unhappy in heaven, and envious of the love between him and Annabel Lee, caused the wind that killed her. So they were the reason behind the death of Annabel Lee. Why? Because they were very jealous. But our love, it was stronger by far than love of those who were older than we. of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. Their love, the speaker says, was more powerful than the love between older and wiser people. Furthermore, no angel from heaven or demon under the water or the sea could ever separate his soul from the soul of Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. So every time the moon shines, it brings the speaker dreams of his beloved. So whenever it's the dark time or there are stars in the sky, he starts thinking and dreaming of his lover. When the stars rise, he can sense her sparkling eyes. Every night the speaker lies down alongside Annabel Lee, whom he calls his life and bride, in her tomb with the sound of the sea coming from nearby. So this is the beautiful poem by uh, Edgar Allan Poe. It's Annabel Lee. Thank you for listening.